But on my mind, 6 years, moved out from Vietnam. On my mind is every day, I say, I want to back to Saigon. I want to back to Vietnam. When you feel good, you are creative. The important thing is your generosity. I love to make pleasure to my friends, my customer. This is important. But as a chef, if you are passionate on that, we are here to give the pleasure of the people. To please. It's not just please. To show our generosity. If you are not generous, don't be the chef or don't be a restaurateur. We work with my passion. If I don't have this passion, I will not do it. You know, when I wake up in the morning, I'm happy to go to work, to go to my kitchen, to talk to my guy, to talk to my chef. They don't care about paying. They care about enjoy the moment.
Bouche d'Or is basically the Culinary Olympics. It is the most prestigious competition in the world for culinary excellence. Sakal, with his incredible team and his mentorship of this young chef, made the finals. Team Vietnam got to travel to Lyon.
I'm telling you, par exemple, don't be afraid. It's about passion. I don't say I'm success. I can make my name in Vietnam. You can do it also. It's no problem. It's question of hard working, passion when you do it. It's no limits. It's no border.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Chat.Travel. My name is Tracy May, and I am thrilled to be here with our guest. He has so many titles, I wouldn't even be able to list them all, but he's the chef owner of 3 incredible restaurants in Saigon, and also the president of both Bouche d'Or Vietnam and Escoffier Vietnam, my very, very good friend, Sakal Phoeung. Hello, Sakal.
Hello, Tracy. Nice to have you.
Thank you so much for joining us. I'm really happy to be here in beautiful Da Nang. So, you've had an incredible story and journey in your career. You're one of the most respected and revered chefs in this country. Can you please share with our audience, like, where you from? How'd you train? Where'd you go? Where'd you learn? And how in the world you decide that, oh, you know what? Vietnam, this is my home. So can you take us on your journey?
It's difficult to start somewhere, but
You're born in Cambodia.
yeah, I'm born in Cambodia. When I was, during Pol Pot, maybe you know Pol Pot regime. During the Pol Pot regime, I was 4 years old. After when the Pol Pot passed is 1980, I moved to Thailand as a refugee. The camp calling Khao Dan. Khao Dan is a refugee camp. As an orphan, with me and my sister, we have 2. And I was adopted by a French family, so we moved to France. And I remember when I arrived in France was winter time, December. It's snowing, it's super cold. Yes, and grew up in France, living in a mountain near Mont Blanc. So it's not Paris, it's not Marseille, it's area they are snowing, cool. So grew up over there. Culinary school, because I live in French family, so my taste become, you have a French cuisine. My mom adoptive there, she love cooking too. But she have a teacher of a piano teacher, music teacher at school. So, but she loved cooking. And I love food too. So that's why I was not so good at school. So she said, okay, why not I will put you in culinary school? It's not my choice. She just drive me. She put me at a culinary school. And after school, culinary school, I have my first job is as a apprentice with one of the chefs. They are working with old-fashioned chef, very hard, very challenging. So I'm learning very traditional cuisine, French cuisine. At that time, we use only butter and cream. Because in France, you have, depend where you are, but where I'm living is not far from Lyon. Lyon is very well known about gastronomy, French gastronomy, but They don't use olive oil. It's about only butter and cream. So cuisine very heavy. And after I moved to south in France, I meet some chefs. They are working with Alain Ducasse. So they use olive oil. This is a discovery and a product. Yes, and one day I want to move out from France. I don't know why, but my mind say, yeah, I need to travel in. My dream is traveling, is to go to Africa, US, England, and send my CV to everywhere in the world and have one answer is Vietnam.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, I have answer for US, for London, and I chose Vietnam because it was for Accor, Sofitel, as in Saigon. So I say, why not? Asian. It's not my, it's not the choice I have, but it's why like, it's a position. So I come to Saigon 2000. 2000 in Saigon, when I arrived in Saigon, it was like, wow.
Must have been so different then than it
Yeah.
is now.
Then now, they have no car, but one or two car, a lot bicycle. Sofitel Plaza Saigon was one of the first 5-star, actually, little bit. I mean, you have Caravelle, you have New World, but one of the first 5-star, they have really created some international cuisine. So I'm stay 5 years. No, 7 years, sorry. 2000, 2007. I love it. I love it. People are so nice. I remember when I come to Saigon, I don't speak zero English, only French. So quite difficult in the kitchen to communicate. But
And you didn't speak Vietnamese.
also, yeah, because I'm Cambodian. So it was like, Cambodia, come to Vietnam, work in the kitchen, don't speak English. My first 6 months is super, super hard. But only one thing, as I'm saying, I have a character to take challenge. So I say, okay, I need to do it, and let's do it. So I'm feeling love in Saigon. So for 7 years. After 2007, I moved to China for 3 years. Back to Asian, but back to Southeast Asian, but in Cambodia for opening Sofitel. But on my mind, so 6 years, moved to out from Vietnam. On my mind is every day, I say, I want to back to Saigon. I want to back to Vietnam.
That's where you felt like you were home.
Yeah, it's like my home. I feel super good, you know. It's not Vietnam for me. It's like Saigon, south in Vietnam. Saigon, Saigon, Ho Chi Minh, Ho Chi Minh. Not Hanoi, not Da Nang, not Nha Trang, but Saigon. And one day, someone proposed to me, say, hey, we have a position again in the same hotel you was before, free. You want to come? I say, wow, of course. With any price, I will come. And 2013, come back to Saigon. And 2015, I'm opened my first restaurant, Le Corto. This is my dream, you know, as a chef. Because before I was working in France, I never working for 5-star hotel. I was working for Relais Chateau, for gastronomy restaurants, Star Michelin, etc. So for me, I'm the chef of the private restaurant. I mean, not as a 5-star. 5-star, it was my dream to be working with 50, 70 chefs under me and control them, food costs, do administration. But is this a dream I have from beginning? To say, why not as a chef, the small Asian guy can manage 70, 800 people under me. In Beijing, I have 110 chefs under me during the Olympic Game 2009. And it's challenging. And after that, it's a second dream is how I can open my own restaurant. So I have opportunity to open Le Corto, first one. And now we have P'ti Saigon and just open Livana. Livana is quite exceptional. Is the products. Livana is the name of my daughter. It's a Cambodian name. But when we say Livena, for me, like international meaning. Livena is a street food, modern street food. It's limited in terms of creation. You can do what you want. I mean, you cook like your grandma or home food, or you can cook like in the street that you meet. If I'm traveling and go to Cambodia, to Japan, to Europe, Greek, wherever, or Mexico, we use this kind of what we eat daily food, but we bring to the table.
Wow. Well, you brought up your restaurants. I have yet to try Le Corto, as you know. I'm coming to a dinner that you're having. I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we opened 10
But
more,
I've been
9 years
multiple
already.
times
No,
to
already?
P'ti. No, I've never
Really?
been to Corto, but I've
Wow.
been to P'ti and, of course, Liviana
Yes,
several times. Culinary, I mean, even in the 5 years that I've lived in Saigon, it just every second there is, I walk down a street and there's some new restaurant, gastropub, fabulous mixology bar. Like it's blossoming and blowing up every minute. And honestly, even in Saigon is becoming quite a saturated space, right?
Yeah.
It's gone beyond, the local food truck or the banh mi lady and whatever, and just these phenomenal restaurants are blowing up everywhere. And, you were sort of at the precipice of discovering the unbelievable playground that is Vietnam as a chef, right? But how do you keep reinventing, like Le Corto, for example, you've had that restaurant for many, many years. How do you stay present? How do you stay in this very saturated market? How do you keep reinventing your food and so that it's not repetitive, so that you have for your regular customers who come every day and are your loyal customers to the ones who hear about you because you're so famous and come in as a tourist? How do you keep reinventing to stay relevant in this marketplace?
I think first is Ho Chi Minh is give you a lot of energy on that, because as you say, you have a lot of competition, a lot people very creative. But by that is our job is as a chef, restaurateur. We are also it's a passion. Yeah, this is very passion. We work by passion. If I don't have this passion, I will not do it. When I wake up in the morning, I'm happy to go to work, to go to my kitchen, to talk to my guy, to talk to my chef, to ask them to what we do today, because our menu is a business lunch, example, Le Corto, we change every day, never the same. So we create all together with my team. This is because we can. It's limited when you are feel good on a city. You are feel good around of you. The spirit is important. This is very important. And on my mind, it's like when you feel good, you are creative. But the important thing is your generosity. I love to make pleasure to my friends, my customer. This is important.
You're an incredible host, I'm not gonna lie.
Sometimes it's too much. Sometimes it's too much. I can kill my food cost because of that.
Right.
I say, yeah, why not more caviar? Why not a little bit more foie gras? Why not a little bit more this, that? So, yeah, but as a chef, if you are passionate on that, we are here to give the pleasure of the people, to please. It's not just please, it's to show that our generosity. If you are not generous, better don't do as a don't be the chef or don't be a restaurateur. Do something that's selling something that's but not the food. Because the food is your life. It's is a life of for the Epicurean, for our customer or friends, they come to your place, they're eating something real like friends. They don't care about paying, it's care about enjoy the moment, because you need to, it's important for them. So for us as a chef, you need to give them the best we can.
I agree. There's nothing, I've said it many times, there's nothing that makes me more angry. It doesn't matter what the cost is.
Yeah.
I'll spend money on food. Mama, a foodie. I like to
Exactly.
eat. Or I'm happy to eat, at a food stall. But if the food is terrible, Or the service, if I don't feel like, it can be casual or formal, fine dining or bistro. If I don't feel appreciated as a customer, doesn't matter how expensive, how it really, so much about the experience of dining for
Exactly.
me is about the camaraderie, is about the experience. Food and good tasting food
Exactly.
can be found
But
anywhere, but it's about how you make me feel.
exactly. But your one thing is you have two categories. You have the category like one young couple or young friends or the low budget, can say, and they come for the experience, French cuisine. Okay, I saw a lot. They come to my place. I can see, and these people is very important for me. I treat them like high end, like the king, because they are try to save money just for to come for it's a year of dinner for them. You know, I can feel, I can see. And they real pay attention to look on the plate, to drink the wine carefully, the reception. So this is for me is like I'm real respect, admire them because you know you save your money to have this experience
You
of
want to
the
make it a
French
great
cuisine. Yeah,
experience.
so you cannot say this is for me one of the important customer I get young or low budget. So then people they are come, they have money, they have all time to have come to the restaurant. I'm pay attention is the same, exactly the same. We never say these people don't have money and they come because no, it's sometimes I give more
I was
because
going to say, you may want to
it's,
do more
yeah,
because this is a big deal
it's,
for them.
yeah, this is I want to give them the experience. I want to give them how because they want to have good experience. They want discovery. They want to test. Maybe it's the first time to come to our place. Maybe so. This is important time for them. This is we are never we treat all customer the same. But for me, when I come to guy come, young couple, first time to come to the French restaurant, to want discovery about the dish we deliver to them, the wine they order, is real, it's good experience for them. They need care more and more on that.
Oh, wow. Well, let's talk about that. Let's go a little deeper. So, you've had the opportunity to have an international life, right? But, and I've talked about this actually just with Peter, that there, you have staff and you hire staff to work in your restaurants and there's a certain expectation. You're fine dining, you are, Liviana is very casual, but it's casual, yet it's still excellent food and it's sips and bites and P'ti is, you can go for an epic brunch on a Sunday and listen to fabulous music and eat incredible seafood. But when you're hiring your staff, whether it be your commis, whether it be your line cooks or your servers, some of them have never even traveled outside of Vietnam. Some of them, they're from their hometown, they go to their hometown for Tet, and they move to Saigon to get to the big city, and that's it. And your restaurants are very international. You service Vietnamese, but it's also a lot of your customers are international and understand international standards and service. So how do you train these young kids who have only been from their hometown in the mountains to Saigon? How do you train them properly to international service so that they can have a conversation and service someone like me?
For me, is the important thing for the young people when they come, they have this kind of motivation, curiosity. It's important. They're willing to learn because they're curious, and they also have a dream for that. But you can see immediately they're willing to learn. So I will spend time with them. If they are not, I will tell them directly and say, okay, you don't want to learn or you just come here to work because you need to work. Might be thinking better do something less than cooking. Because learning is also bring you the passion after that. So this is important thing is a grooming. grooming and the passion to learning about culinary. And they have their own dream. This is, I can see on us, I say, after that, I can say is where I'm from. I remember when I come to as a Asian fest. When I come to Sofitel in 2000, my director, GM, tried to sell me to the customer. They have a party, wedding or specific events. And we introduced my chef, French chef. But when he saw me, I look like Asian. But at that time, it's about 2000. 2000, they don't have internet, they don't have Facebook, they don't have Instagram,
Right.
they have not yet Top Chef or Master Chef, whatever. So people quite shocked on that. Say, oh no, he's Asian, he's not big French chef. It's impossible. He can do good food, because this is important event for me. It's my wedding or my birthday or the super dinner with my CEO, whatever. So what I'm fighting for that. When I come, I say, okay, let's go to testing. So after testing, they say, oh wow, what's happened? I cannot believe what I see. This is so. I take nearly 1 year to make my name at Sofitel. Luckily, because management trusts on me because they know me, and I take 6 months, 1 year to show Saigonese. They say I can. I have background for that. I have knowledge about French food. I can do it. Even my face is like Asian. At that time, the judge, it's very hard to make your name if I'm cook Vietnamese or Asian food, it's more easy maybe from beginning. But to cook as a Asian face,
Classic French food.
classic French food, even fine gastronomy is very difficult. So today, and by that, now then we have internet, social media, Top Chef, and people is more open mind on that. I'm easy to sell myself. And just a message I want to pass to the young people and Vietnamese. I'm trying to pass them, don't be afraid. It's about passion. You see, I don't say I'm success 100%, but I can make my name in Vietnam. You can do it also. It's no problem. It's question of hard working, passion, what you do it, and it's no limit, it's no border. So this is what message I pass to them, and it's.
But you're obviously a really incredible mentor. Mentorship is very, very important to you in your
Yeah,
career,
sure.
and that's other than being a restaurateur, you're a mentor to so many, and you just we got to talk about it, the Bouche d'Or. So for those of you who don't know, Sakal led the team. Bouche d'Or is basically the Culinary Olympics. It is the most prestigious competition in the world for culinary excellence. And Sakal, with his incredible team and his mentorship of this young chef, made the finals. Team Vietnam got to travel to Lyon. I got to see all of it. I got to be there from the very, very first press release. It was amazing. And travel to Lyon to compete with France, with the US, on a slim budget other than what we were able to raise at that fabulous dinner that I emceed.
Exactly.
I got to be there, but can you tell our audience about what that process was like? Because it was so historic. It was really a historic moment for this country on the global scene that we have talent here. Look at Team Vietnam.
Bocuse is like you say, is a World Cup, it's an Olympic game, whatever, like Formula One.
Right.
Exactly. It's real high end. It's everything. It's a big high budget for that because we need to prepare. We need everything. We need to customize. To build a team, it was not easy. We take more than 10 years, and all chefs around the world is our dream to go to Lyon. Is a final of that. Vietnam, we take 10 years to do that. I can say, yes, is hardworking and get a talented candidate, maybe, but is about, can say, also lucky on that. I believe in luck. If I am here, because I'm lucky. It's not because I'm work hard on another one or because of, but is luck is important part of thing. Bocuse is amazing. You cannot believe when I was over there. It's unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I never in my life, just as a chef, as a cook, thinking or dream. I mean, dream yes, but thinking I will be over there and participate as a competitor with my team, Vietnamese team. This is amazing. We meet the best chef here over there. We meet so many chefs everywhere in the world come in from US, from Denmark, from Japan. So it's real amazing on that. It's a dream for any chef, real. So yeah, and we continue. Now, I say, I remember when we do the gala dinner, we do support as MC. You try to rise the
prices of the
pricing.
options. I was like bullying
And
people.
and just as I'm saying, we are total we get for Bocuse d'Or. We go to Lyon, we have 30,000 US dollars. But
As opposed to $5 million
Yeah,
that was
exactly.
raised, corporate sponsorship by US. Like, you guys are scrappy. You still
many
did it,
countries,
though.
they are 2, 3, 1 million US dollars. Us, we go to Lyon just with 30,000 US dollars. But by that is about outward. We walk in, we got a relationship. Friends help us a lot. In France, we have a lot supporting from France, from Vietnamese community. And we have more than 100, 150 supporters in Vietnam. You can imagine where we was in Lyon. A lot Vietnamese flights like crazy. We don't shy, Rel, because and we finish good. We finish on time. We finish 24 team. We finish on 21. The front of China, Colombia, Morocco. So it's got big time for us.
Amazing.
But yeah,
And you guys are doing it again, right? Because
Yeah.
I've seen your social media post that you're looking for the new chef. You're like,
Exactly.
wow.
So we launch on 15th of April. With we reorganize, select a new candidate for that for 2027. But first we need to compete on 2026 for Asia Pacific, and we qualify. Until 2027, we go to Lyon again. I hope. One
Fingers
thing,
crossed,
yeah,
my
but
friend.
now we are more comfortable. We have experience. We know how to do. We know how to prepare. So this is an important thing. Before we don't know how. We just see, but we have experience.
Amazing. Well, I'm very happy to be in Da Nang. I'm so thrilled that you're in Da Nang, and we're here for the Escoffier dinner, another dinner of which, thank you very much. You invited me to MC. Very, very honored. I will do my best. But the Escoffier is, for those of you who don't know, it is a society, an organization culinary organization of which my friend Sakal is the president in Vietnam. Can you please share what Escoffier is? Can you please share what it means to you and what your goals are for this organization?
I think Escoffier is my life, I can say, my career. Why? Because Escoffier, the spirit of Escoffier is to give out knowledge to the young generation. When I start to work, I meet a lot of chef, mentor, and they give me the knowledge, they train me. They told me about story, where they work, and with chef, with the product, the traveling. I was dreaming. If I am in Vietnam today, because many chefs there talk about where they do it before. They always say, "Oh, I was on the cruise. I was in this 5-star palace hotel. I was do this, I would do that. I was young guy, 17, 18 years old, try to peel potatoes. I listen to the chef tell me the story. It's a big dream for me, you know. I say, I want become them. I want like them. That's why I'm start to traveling. So Escoffier, that's why I want to give my experience, my knowledge to the young people, let them dream about the future. This is Escoffier spirit. Yeah.
Well, you said we were talking earlier before we started filming, and you were saying that you're about to. Escoffier is in 70 countries around the world?
No, more than
More than that?
I think we have more than 120 Asian. We are 18 country Escoffier.
Just in Asia.
Yeah.
But you are hosting.
Yeah. So we are.
Let's talk about that.
Right. So
It's a big deal.
it's a very big deal because I'm take over as a president of Escoffier Vietnam. Now is 13 years already when I come back to 2013, from 2000 until now. So as a president, this year is important year for us, for Vietnam, for Escoffier Vietnam. We're going to organize the Congrès, World Congrès Escoffier in Vietnam. Before there was do it in Europe, France, Spain, Italy, also in US, South America.
But this is the first time in Asia.
Yeah, and never do it in Asia.
It's amazing.
So, supposed to normally before COVID, suppose in Shanghai, but COVID come in, they cancel. And last year they say why not to move again to Asian who want to take over. So I say let me thinking about. And it's a challenge. I love challenge. So I say okay, well let's go, do it. So I was last year in Paris. It's a congrès was last year in Paris. We are 250 chefs everywhere in the world, from US, from Canada, from South America, from Africa, from New Zealand, Japan. They all come. It's like actually they don't only one chef. They come. They are the group of community. China, example, they come like 30 people. US, they come like 12 people. The office, the chef, any chef, the part of Escoffier member can come to the place. So that's why we are a lot. So this year I want to prepare something. It's end of October to show the world Vietnam existing and the strong cultural. I want to show them the Vietnam's culture heritage. This is an important thing. It's a big program. It's a very big program.
And how many chefs are you expecting?
I think 300.
300 from all over the world coming to Vietnam for the first time.
Yeah.
Mr. President, and you've got to host them and and show them Vietnam cuisine.
So you have a
the pressure. Just
you
a
have
little bit of pressure.
No, it's a big pressure because the office Escoffier world office is in Paris. So it put me a lot of pressure on that. I need to show them we did good. I will do it. I'm sure they will discover Vietnam from the south to the north. This is important.
Isn't it incredible how Vietnam has such a spotlight on the international stage? I mean, before it was the late, great Anthony Bourdain, right? And President Obama sitting on that plastic stool in Hanoi, eating the bon cha and drinking a tiger beer, that suddenly everybody's like, ooh, Vietnam. Like, there's a food scene in Vietnam. And now, like, every celebrity chef is saying, it's my favorite food destination. Like, it's so amazing how in the last 10 years, it's really got this bright spotlight. And I think it's because of, the quality of the ingredients, the flavor profiles that are in the Dalat lettuce and the strawberries and the watermelon, which is so incredible. And there are spices here that before I'd never even heard of before, no less been able to use in my food. So how have you, as a classically trained French chef, incorporated this playground of flavors that you get to play with all day long and still say, you know, true to who you are as a classic French chef, but incorporating this garden variety of unbelievable flavor profiles that you get to use. That's quintessentially Vietnamese.
Yeah, but as some say, Vietnam is 1,200 kilometers from the north to the south. Sea, land, mountain, dalat, stuff. So they are so rich on terms of seafood, herb, and vegetable. It's unbelievable. When you go to the market in Vietnam, in Saigon or Hanoi, you can see a lot of variety on that. So for us as a chef, it's like
gotta be fun.
It's amazing. We can create many recipes on that, and it's unbelievable. But as I'm saying, I'm come back to the World Congress for Escoffier when the chef come, because this chef, everyone know about Vietnam, about heritage, about story we have in Vietnam during the war until now. All of them, when I meet them in Paris, they dream to come to Vietnam. I don't want to disappoint them. This is put me the pressure, because they expect like that. When we're talking about Vietnam, they expect everything: discovery, the nature, the culture, the food. It's everything. So that's why I'm saying it's a lot of pressure.
Wow. You know, maybe a foraging trip. You know, I had the pleasure of, you know, I'm very good friends with Summer and Leon Le from Nen. And Nen Da Nang, as you know, won the, you know, Green Star for sustainability, like the Michelin star, but next level, right?
Yeah.
And what I love, and I've been a fan of theirs for years, and what I loved about what they do is they go foraging. They go into the jungles. They go trekking, and to find like the weirdest things that you would never imagine eating, and spend a year on R&D figuring out, okay, there's this weird seed that we found in some tree in the jungle and how can we make it tasty? You know what I mean? Like there's so many amazing adventures that are so quintessentially Vietnamese that I can only imagine you must feel so much pride to be able to have these legendary chefs in their own countries, in their own cities, like the best of the best of the best, and host them and show them how amazing this place is and what unbelievable opportunity it is for culinary. I can only imagine how cool that will be, even though it's a little scary, right? And you got to be
Sure.
a little nervous about it, right?
No, I mean, this is Vietnamese motivation there, you know, and a passion there. You have now I'm very amazing to see how the young generation today in Vietnam, they are no limited. They are no limited. They are very creative and they are passionate on that. This is what Vietnam on a 10 or 5 years come in, we will go another step. Today they're quite young, but they are real want to discover their own products, as you say, in the jungle, and their curiosity. This is important thing. Yeah.
Well, we're talking about mentorship because obviously, you know, Bouche d'Or and Escoffier is all about mentoring the next generation of chefs, right? Who are your mentors? Who mentored you?
When I come to Vietnam, I can say Didier Corlou. He was who they are chef. They traveling around the world and they established in Hanoi. At that time, he was a chef at Sofitel. He's at Metropole Hanoi. He's very creative. He's very active. He's passionate. And every day we call, he take 1 2 hours on the phone. I was like, oh, and they inspire me about his passion, really, you know, about Vietnam. He's very passionate about Vietnam. And another one that really inspire me is a French chef, Régis Marcon. He's 3-star Michelin, who they are working about mushroom drink, you know. So it's mentor chef is about, because as a chef, we need to take someone a reference. This is Kolu bring me this motivation about the culture, about Vietnamese cuisine, about the how we care about the product, and how we can create with local product to French cuisine.
Okay. What's next for you? You've got
What?
so much going on. I don't like you're like literally juggling
No,
all
I think
of this. But I
mean,
want to pick your brain. What is next? I know you're opening a second location of Liviana.
yeah, Livana is second one near the Corto and the second one. It's a concept, I think, very young, just for 3 months. But I feel like, first is the name of my daughter. Second, you know, when
Your
you have,
son works at the one in Taodine,
yeah,
right? Which is so cool.
My son, he's young, but we, as a father, we try to share your passion to your kids, or young guy. I mean, anyone that really want to learn. I love to share. You know, this is important thing. So yeah, this is, I don't see myself. I'm 53 years old now. Huh? I don't see myself. We stop one day. So it's for me like a beginning. Yeah, it's so many things to do. So many things to do in
Okay,
Vietnam.
so in 5 years, what do you see your life looking like?
I continue like now. Create, working, help the people, give my knowledge, teaching. This is what I see. I will not stop, I hope.
Awesome. All right, we're. I don't really have that many more. I'm getting a little buzzed off of this gorgeous wine.
Okay,
Cheers.
cheers. Thank you, Tracy.
Oh my God, my pleasure. And I have one final question for you. What is that piece of advice from your experience? And you've had a massive life experience in this industry. What's that piece of advice that you would give to a young up and coming chef or a restaurateur about sustaining a business and longevity in culinary? What's that advice?
First thing I want to say, as a hotelier, I mean, cooking, anyone can come to be, you mean, you're from countryside, you're from very poor family. If you want to be a cook, you want to be the chef, you can success. It's about you. It's about passion. It's about work a little bit more hard. My advice is just work in, observe, and be consistency. It's important. So it's about dream also. You reach. You know, you have. It's a step. My first step as a dream is like I'm saying, when I was 20 years old, I'm working with my first chef. He told me about story, he's traveling, blah, blah, blah. And it's about the palace, the place he worked in with many people around him. It's all my dream. I say, oh, why not? I can be like him. I want to manage 30, 40 cook under me. And after that, I come to Sofia Plaza. I have 70 cook under me. I was so happy, but this is my dream. But I have another dream. It's like, yeah, why not to be to set up my own business. This is also my dream. So it's unlimited if you have a cook as a chef. You can create your career, you can create your business, but this is about dream. You need to follow your dream. You can, but depend on who you meet.
Right.
Today I meet you as a speaker, social media. It's feeling, you know, it's a share. Because it's important is your generosity. If you don't share, I'm sorry, you're stupid. This share. I have nothing to hide. As I'm saying, I have my recipe, I share with my chef, my commis, whatever, is share, to give. Because this is important to share, to give the people what you know. Don't keep for you. It's no sense to keep.
All right. I'm going to end it there. Thank you so much, Monsieur President.
Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for watching another episode of Chat.Travel. I'm Tracy May. Thank you again. We'll see you next time.
Bye bye. Thank you. Thank you, Tracy.